guys. It's been a little while since I've done a devotional, and I always want to be saying what God would have me say. I don't want to just get on here and say what Kim wants to say. I want to know that He's behind it, that He's in it. Without Him, it's nothing. And as I sat here, and I've tried to do devotions the last couple of weeks, and every time I would try, it wouldn't be right. And I'd just delete it, and I'd do it again, and it'd be like, no, So as I sat here today and was thinking, Lord, do you have anything that you want me to share? And it was like it was my own spirit that needed to hear. Sometimes you have to wait. And waiting can be one of the hardest things that we do. But waiting is how we get God's timing. And I'm still waiting on prayers that I prayed years and years and years ago. And, God is going to do what's best for us. If we are His child and we have asked Him into our hearts, then He loves us. He's going to do what's best for us, whether, we're where we need to be right now or not. He still has His eye on us. When you have a child, and that child, its voice, its cries, its ways, and then you have somebody else's child, and you don't know that about them, but yet you really love them, you care for them, but there's a difference in them being your child and you being responsible for that child. And you can be in a big crowded area, and when you hear Mama, Daddy, you know your child's voice, and your child knows your voice. And it's that way with God. When we become His child, He wants to take care of us. And a lot of times, as His child, we have to wait. Back in the Bible days, the men and women of the Bible would have to wait years and years and years before they would see answers to your prayers. And it's not always that way. Sometimes it can be immediate, and other times it can be 20 years or more. But in that time of waiting, God works on us. He changes us. He molds us. He makes us into what He wants us to be. And although we're like, God, are you there? Do you hear me? Have I done something wrong? Why am I not getting this answer? Waiting is a very, very important place. And as hard as it is, we have to learn to wait on God. As bad as I would like to get on here and give you a devotion every day, it doesn't work that way. I have to wait on God to show me what He wants me to say. So I guess what I'm trying to encourage you about is, if you are waiting on something, don't give up. Don't give up. He's not deaf to our prayers or our cries. He is more than willing. But just like my baby girl that got married a couple of weeks ago, she had to wait a lot of years for the right man to come along. And when he did, it's so precious and it's so beautiful, and she's in love and she's happier than she's ever been. And the wait was worth it. So, whatever you've got going on, don't be discouraged if you're having to wait, because you just don't know what God has at the end of that wait for you. And I marvel and I'm amazed at the things that He does for us, sometimes when we least expect it, when we didn't even know it was coming. You know, He loves on us, He blesses us, He encourages us. And I hope through this video that somebody maybe will understand that although you're in the waiting period, maybe it's a time of rest, resting in Christ and trusting Him that He'll do what you need, and that when the time is right, the wait will be over, and you will understand, and you will look back and you will know that He was in control. That's about it. I hope I have another one soon. We'll see. God bless everybody. Bye.